So talking about
Where were
failure,
we? Right,
talking
yeah.
about
Talking
failure,
about failure, and my computer died. Ultimate failure.
and
Get back up.
see, we just
Do it
failed.
again.
We just
Totally,
failed, right?
right? Yeah.
So actually, that was great timing.
Yeah.
So I think that fear just it paralyzes people, and you know, if somebody were asking me, what do you attribute to your success? It's just probably because I'm not the smartest person on the planet. I'm just willing to lay it all out on the line, and if it doesn't work out, screw it. We'll try it again.
That's
We'll do
awesome.
something
That is a
different.
real strength, man. You'll push through that.
Well, and so you asked right before we failed. You asked, had I ever experienced failure? And I believe that every day I fail in some capacity, right?
Yeah.
You know, today it may be that I am super busy at work, and so I'm probably failing as a father and a husband on those
Oh, wow.
days. And
Yeah.
right, call my wife Monica; she'll tell you that happens regularly. And then there's some days that I may be focused on my wife and kids,
Right.
and then I'm maybe,
Yeah, it's a real juggle
I'm
going on,
neglecting my
professional.
business,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
And so that day I'm failing as a leader. This morning I had a meeting with one of my team members, just kind of a weekly sales meeting. Poor planning on my part. It's Monday morning, which is probably the worst time for me to do that. But there's a lot of mornings when I meet with her and I'm not adequately prepared, right? My weekend was busy.
Right.
I didn't spend a whole lot of time thinking about, okay, what do we need to focus on this week? What do
Sure.
we need to dig into? And so I walk into that meeting and we have a conversation, but really I'm failing her as a leader a lot of times when I go into that meeting.
Are you getting better at coaching yourself into being better, being more prepared for that?
It's hit or miss.
Okay.
it's an ultimate perfectionist here, right? As a business owner, I think that these two things are not like each other, but it would not matter if I was the best in the world at that. I would still be going like, you got to do better. You got to do better. And so, but well, maybe they do go hand in hand, right?
Okay,
So you fail, and then you have the ability to learn from that,
Right.
and get up and be better the next day.
Right.
And I think really where you get to the point where maybe you shouldn't be in business for yourself is when you're not getting up, trying to be better tomorrow than you are today.
Yeah, not
Because to me,
everybody's
that's-
cracked out to be the
Yeah,
entrepreneur.
you probably low battery. We're gonna do it.
Literally.
And so yeah, we have no other options after this one goes
That's
out.
right.
There is no part
Yeah.
3. If people could learn, and it's such a psychological thing. This game we call life to me is just a huge psychological experiment, right?
Yeah.
What can we endure and keep going?
Sure.
And I think that applies to just about everything. You look at parenting young children. There are some days where, man, that will test you.
Oh,
That
yeah.
will test you. Running a business will test you. Anybody who runs a business that's watching this will go, man, like, yes, employees are so difficult. Sure, but man, they're like the biggest asset in the world I have are sitting in my office right now working while I'm out here playing around on YouTube Live.
Right.
And so, but hey, there's a failure. I've wasted a lot of money hiring people that didn't work out.
Sure.
That's part of it.
That's part
right?
of it.
And the good news is I learned, okay, so when I run across somebody who has those types of tendencies, or that you see that kind of pattern in their life, maybe it's not worth investing time and money on that person, right? But then for me, man, I think about in the last 6 years, we've had a few folks that came and went, but the lessons I learned, right? And at the time, young business growing, you're spending, you throw $15,000 at somebody over the course of a few months, and you're doing that in a time where, like, cash flow is very important, right?
Yeah.
A young business, and so I see so many agents fall into this trap. They have that experience, and they go like, screw that. I'm not going to screw it up if I do it myself.
Right. But then
Or
they
I'm not
can't.
going to waste that money. And so what happens, and this is so typical of a small business, right? You get to a point and you've reached capacity.
Mhm.
Because tomorrow's not going to have 26 hours. It's going to have 24, just like today did.
Right.
Right? And there's only so much. I don't care how awesome you are. There's only so much any one person can do in a 24-hour period.
Sure.
I had a customer in my office this morning. You really don't want to be dealing with me. You want to be dealing with Kimberly because she's way better at this than I am. I had to knock the rust off because it's been so long since I've done. But Kimberly, legitimately, if we took a personality test or 20 of them and set them down and said who should be doing this,
Right.
she would kill me.
Right.
I mean, she would beat me every time on that. And so we're still in. All right.
Yeah.
Being able to admit to yourself, I'm not the best in the world at this. One of the things that I like will wear me down faster than anything is when I'm spending a lot of time operating in a space that's not in my strengths, right?
Okay.
It's something that drains me. It takes a lot of my energy. I'm not preparing for that sales meeting with my client because I'm
Right.
spending time on this. Those types of things kill small businesses, and that's I don't have an HR department to be interviewing and hiring. I got to try to juggle that into my day.
One of the many hats you have on your desk, right?
And man, I fail at that, right? But that's okay, right? Learn, get up, try it again.
Right.
Learn, get up, try it, and we're back to the 10,000-hour rule.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Most people don't have what it takes to endure the pain. You're new in the real estate business. We were
Right.
talking about this before
Yeah.
we went live.
I just crossed 2 years.
Stupid competitive.
Oh,
Stupid
crazy.
competitive. I mean, there's a million of you guys in Rutherford County.
Right.
I mean,
right.
at least.
There's probably one under my desk right now, hiding
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
And so, much like my business, like you can get an insurance policy from me, but you can also get an insurance policy for 400 other people in
Sure.
Murfreesboro
That's right.
who you want to do business with.
Yeah.
So you're gonna face a lot of failure in a marketplace like that, and you either have the ability to get up, learn from it, and keep going and try it again, or where most people fall is they go like, man, this is hard.
Sure.
It's too hard. Like I'm out.
Yeah. Moving on
I'm
to
gonna
something.
go back to Logan's, work there. So that's my advice.
Well-
the number one piece of advice: fail.
How does someone get a hold of you if they want to, if they need insurance or they want to? Or should they call you if they want to check their price? What?
Sure.
What's
Yeah.
your pitch?
Well, I mean, I mentioned this earlier. We believe that we're the most important person in your life on the worst day of your life.
Right.
You either have an agent who feels that way, or you don't.
Mhm.
So if you're watching this and you're going like, "Who's my agent?" I don't know. To me, that's a problem.
Okay.
Because, and I had a customer 6 months ago. He said like, "Well, this guy, I got this guy, and I'm close." And I said, "Man, who do you want to show up at your house after it burns down?"
Right.
Right? I was like $400 higher than this other guy.
Right.
So who do you want to show up when your house burns down? You're gonna go to him, man. You're gonna hurt my feelings if you
Sure.
like. Logically, it makes sense for you to save $500.
Okay.
But if you want me to show up at your house when your house burns down, then that's probably worth the extra money. If you want that guy to show up to your house, go save yourself the money.
Will he show up? Will he not? Will he strike a check
Well,
that day? Who
and
knows?
look, I don't know
right?
the other guy.
Right. Right.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
Only the consumer can make that decision. And in this case, he ended up doing business with me. But and I'm going like, wow, I didn't make any promises.
Well, I
other
paid the
than-
extra for you.
Yeah,
Nice. Must be the first name.
probably. Thought the archangel was going to come save him.
Right.
So.
Well,
but
I don't know if this video is going to turn out or not,
We're gonna.
but I hope it does.
It's episode 1, episode 2.
Right. Exactly. I'll be stitching them together.
I feel like we got something good.
Well, I thank you for
Don't
coming
call it a
in
sequel.
and making time. I really do, man.
No.
And I do.
Thanks for having me.
I teach a class, and I'll be passing your advice along to them, telling them to get a sales job. So I teach them in the mornings.
The best thing in the world somebody at that age could do. Just get outside of your comfort zone. It's back to fear.
Right.
People
right.
don't
Conquer.
do things because they're afraid. And man, nothing will get you over that faster than just jumping in the water.
Sure.
You'll learn how to swim.
You will. Yeah.
You'll learn how to swim.
That's right.
At least doggy paddle back to the shore, right?
All
So,
right.
Well,
Well, again, this
thanks
is
for your
Gabe
time.
Frazier. And I'm Gabriel Fancher, so yeah, don't get us confused, but give him a call for insurance.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.